What's up, YouTube? We're live again, and I'm really, really happy to have the very first episode tonight of my brand new series called Meet the Artist. And I'm more than happy to have one amazing artist that I met in 2019 in LA. And I'm super, super happy and stoked that he took the time at his noon break to just join in my live stream today, and we're gonna have some fun, maybe just talking, exchanging some songs, some ideas, some creativity, some philosophy. I don't really know, we just see whatever happens. So welcome, NICO FRANC. Woo! And I'm sure I have some applause here. Check it out. Wait. Okay, here we go.
Oh, actually, oh my
God. And I got like a bicycle horn and all that.
Oh my God, you got everything. This is great.
Oh man, so great to have you. I'm so happy, and I can't wait like for this to happen. I couldn't wait all week, and we tried to set it up last week, but that was like kind of too short notice, I guess, from my side. But yeah, I'm very happy that you're going to be my very first guest of this series.
That's so exciting. Hey, I'm honored, man. Super happy to be here.
Oh, the honor is on my side. I'm very, very happy, and maybe you just tell us a little bit about yourself. I will tell the people like how we met, but what is it that you're all about? What is your work? What is your musical style? The people from Instagram already heard a couple songs, so they probably know a little bit what you're about. But maybe you just talk a little bit about yourself.
Sure. Yeah, I think a good way to do that is maybe start where I kind of come from and how music influenced my life and how I kind of found my way into it. It wasn't really a intentional thing. I think I just kind of fell into music. And yeah, I was a very shy kid, and music was the means by which that I've learned how to feel comfortable connecting with people. And the more I leaned into that and the more I learned about myself through that, I started writing songs. I started performing I think the first time I performed was like my sophomore year in high school or something like that. And I was a closeted musician, so quiet. I would hum to myself, but I would never sing out loud. And yeah, like finally I had a means by which to relate, and finally had a means by which to connect with people. And I was so soft spoken, I think, that once you open up to a musical setting, then once you're a part of that conversation, I sort of found my voice through it, if that makes sense. There's like
Makes total sense.
Comes through in that regard, where like if you're playing with a band or if you're playing with a group of people, everybody's voice and everybody's instrumentation, everybody's intention and words are unbelievably important. And if there's a way that I can relate the feeling of my art that I've created through this, it is that interconnectedness and the intention of bringing people together and the intention of making sure everybody feels loved and important through music. I think that if there's any goal through this music, that's the center point of it all. So just having that togetherness.
Totally feel you. Totally feel you in that. And I think, like when we met, I really hardly ever met somebody that was like from his aura was so close to my like idea of my aura.
Yeah, I totally felt it.
I totally felt that, and I felt like we met 10 years ago or so, but that wasn't the case. So I really felt inspired when we met. Like we only met once though.
I know, it's crazy.
But somehow we had such a great conversation, and I think our philosophy was just like so congruent to some degree, if that's something to say. But it's really nice that you talk about like how you want to make the people feel, because this is also a very important topic for me in my music, because I want them to feel confident and happy, and I think we kind of share the same message in our music. And this is why I just love to follow you and listen to your music, because it always makes me feel good. It's not like this depressed kind of singer-songwriter pop that everybody does to some degree. It's important to have songs like that too, but you like your songwriting seems to be so mature and so so confident and so like
Thank you.
making people happy, and it's very soulful. At the same time, it's kind of pop music. It's could be mainstream, and you're not like you don't need to think about like the specific genre of your music, because you're so bounded by your voice, and you're so focused on the voice. And I just love that about your music, and I can totally
Thank you.
agree on everything you said. You get that kind of goal in your music, so I totally love that message that you have.
Well, cheers. Yeah, I mean, it's all people focused. I think that like, surpassing genre or surpassing the whole idea of genre kind of confused me a little bit, because it's like, well, I like to play with red, and I like to play with blue,
Yeah,
and I like to play with yellow, and I like to play with all these different colors and textures. And I think when you
gotcha.
start speaking honestly, it just becomes you. So
Absolutely,
yeah,
absolutely.
the feeling was definitely mutually shared when we
No,
sat down.
thanks,
So
man. Yeah, yeah. Oh man, this has been so amazing. So, what are your like future plans in the near future? Are you you told me that you've written a lot of songs lately, and what is your plan with that?
oh my gosh. So I just finally got my own place, and you can see like the only things that are set up are the musical equipment. I'll kind of twist I have like my piano from Rhode Island here that I moved all the way from Rhode Island. I got a drum set here, and then like this is my musical desk, and then everything's in shambles over here. Just
Oh
like
man.
there's like books, like hundreds of books just like stacked on top. I'm such a big reader, and so I love my little library situation over here, but I'm not going to even turn you guys toward that because
Okay,
that's
gotcha.
um, but sorry, all of this to say that ever since I moved into my own spot, it has been this explosive amount of excitement and musical. Like, I feel like this might sound super corny, and I'm gonna regret saying this, but like my musical awakening, or just this like gigantic freaking explosion of NICO onto what I've been working for the last 3 years. And the songs that have come out of it, new ones, the songs that have been produced that I've been petrified of producing, but now are just like, well, of course I had to produce it that way. Of course I had to go in and do it. And yeah, I couldn't be happier. So moving forward, there's a ton of music that's recorded. There's a ton of music that's coming out soon. We are just playing the political games now of like where and who with, and if there is another entity or partnership that we can build to spread the feeling of these
Yeah.
songs. And it's just been, yeah, it's been really exciting. And I love my team so unbelievably much that it like, yeah, I feel just super grateful right now for where I'm at.
Oh man, that's so great to hear. I was looking forward to hear some new music from of yours, because I was just listening to Midnight Blues before we started. So, and that is already like pretty long ago. So,
I
and
know, yeah.
and and I know we're musicians, like we're all kind of perfectionists, and we want to make our songs very very special all the time. And but to some degree, I think this is something we learned through COVID as well. That we would just want to create no matter what, right? So, and this is like something I would sign immediately with me as well. So I just started creating like these live streams. I did a lot of concerts, and I would have never done that if COVID never came. So I would have been on tour all throughout 2019, and would have never figured out how to do like live streams and like writing a bunch of songs, releasing EPs this year, and all that kind of stuff. So I think that's very, very interesting, and for me to see how musicians like react very differently on this situation. Some which I consider us to be a part of. Um,
for
are more
sure.
like the creating, like the moving forward, like flight, into the situation where we just want to fight this pandemic with even more creation and even more creativity, so we can keep ourselves busy. Whereas a lot of our songwriter colleagues, and I don't know if your colleagues are like that too. That are just like hiding at home, not really doing anything, lose their driving force to create
Mhm.
music. And I think that's such a bummer, because I think creation is the most beautiful thing. That's why we started out playing music in the first place, I guess. And I think that was a really nice chance to just reflect on our big why we do all
Mhm.
that, I guess. And it's not for the fame, it's not for the money. It's I mean, it's cool if you have that, and we would all embrace it. But I guess you know what I mean. And for me, that's very interesting to see that, like, other artists are moving forward and just want to create in this pandemic as well, because that is exactly what keeps me alive during this time right now. I was booked for, I don't know, like 100 shows in 2020, sorry. Um,
Wow.
and so that would have been one of my busiest years of all time, so, since I do music professionally. And so um, all that was gone like one day to another. And I was
Yeah.
like, okay, well, okay, let's do something else.
Yeah.
I didn't spend like a day of like complaining or so. How about you? How was your COVID experience? Did you like start complaining at a point? Because I know the political situation in the U.S. was very um, like drastic in terms of changes and everything that happens with the Black Lives Matter movements and all that kind of stuff. So maybe you talk a little bit about your experiences about that.
Sure. Yeah. So I was quarantined with my best friends in the entire world, and we, out of spite, I think, for the world shutting down, we were like, you know what? We're not going to let that restrict us. We're not going to let that. Meaning that we were incredibly respectful of the boundaries that the world had to set so that we could keep each other safe and healthy. Uh, but we really dove into our own creativity. We transformed our entire house into a music studio. We learned. I mean, I learned so much this year about production, about myself, and about what drives me. I think you mentioned this earlier, like when you at the beginning of what you just said, where um, we recognize we're going to do this anyway, and I want to wake up every morning knowing that I get to go play music with the people that I love, or for the people that I love to some degree, and write about the people that I love to some degree, you know. And especially when it came to the all the political unrest and the social unrest, and it felt like in the United States we finally had a moment to stop and take a look at ourselves and address the issues that were always there, but we were all just looking past them as if they didn't exist. And a lot of responsibility was taken. There was so much learning to be done and still to be done, of course. And I after being woken up to so many things about, especially the Black Lives Matter movement, about how politically systemic racism has intertwined with our culture since the beginning. It became such a moment of learning and such a moment of taking responsibility to put your ego down and listen to people and listen to experiences and connect with one another and give space for each other to express the negative emotions. I think, you know what, that's kind of an interesting point here is, I think in America, or maybe this is a worldwide thing, but I really only know, I can speak for me here, um, that we hold our negative emotions so close and we hold our negative experiences so close, where instead of expressing them to each other and instead of releasing them, we've held them and identified ourselves by them so much. I'm talking about myself personally. Like I did this so much
Yeah, gotcha.
that finally having the moment to learn that, like, it's okay to feel like shit, and it's okay to express to other people and share that. And if the people are there for your best interest and for your like greatest good, they're gonna hold you and say, "Hey, dude, I love you no matter what, and don't worry, and I'm here with you regardless." And to not only have that be done for me as a person and for me as a friend, as a brother, as a son, as a boyfriend, as a whatever role I may have in the lives of other people, to know that I'm held by those people was such a great gift. And I think the world is kind of experiencing something similar at the moment, where we're finally opening up and looking at those things that we kind of went, oh no.
Right, right. I got the same feeling.
Responsibility. We have to grow through that which hurts. And I think, that's been present throughout every single facet of my experience of COVID, when it comes to the political situation, when it comes to the social situations, everything that can be learned, it's all through opening up and listening to one another, and learning how to open up and learning how to listen to one another, so that we can all kind of build this idea of society that feels like everybody's loved and everybody's respected and everybody's included.
Well, could I totally agree. Man, amen.
And hopefully you like that. So that's that's the real center point too, is like, how can we get everybody on the same page emotionally with music, so that we can all listen to each other and all be in a
Right,
place to one another.
right. Like the first thing I said when the pandemic started was, I'm super excited how musicians and artists are gonna work that up,
Yeah.
and how they will show like what's going on in their minds and in their souls, and how they would try to still inspire other people to strive for something that's greater than a global pandemic, like something that holds us back, like everybody. And I'm still very excited. So I heard a lot of like COVID songs already. Um, some of them were really good. Some of them were really bad.
Yeah.
And some totally like underline your statement that you just did. Um, and especially like with all the stuff that happened politically, I think there's so much fuel to write great music, to create great art right now, because there's so much to talk about. And this is something like, for the first time since like World War II, I guess, something that really, really um, uh, is about the whole world. So like a very global thing, because everybody has the same situation, kind of
Yeah.
like some more, some less. But since we're on a complete lockdown here in Germany as well, still, although the numbers are decreasing a little bit, so
Oh, goodness.
I'm very thankful for that. But like my brother is working in a hospital. He's a surgeon, and
Wow. What's
so
his experience been like?
well, like the hospitals are full with COVID cases. Not as much as they used to be, but um, he's just so mad because there's so much mistrust and so much like conspiracy going on, and like he's so sick and tired of all these discussions going on about does it really exist, do the masks even matter, and all that kind of stuff. So and I can't imagine, like, if you're like on a daily basis doing the best you can to just do what's necessary um, to better the lives of the people with COVID. I think this is um, so devastating to some degree, and
Totally.
right. So yeah, I'm just feeling sorry for those people who are really fighting for the best of the health of everybody. So um, yeah, I'm really really sad as well, because I experienced it a lot myself. So we had a lot of friends former friends
Yeah.
who just like stood up and said anything that's possible that he could find on the internet. And I was so sad that so many of our friends, like even our friends, showed their real faces. And we needed to sort out some people, because this is not what we're about, and they would not just like to see the broad picture of it all. And yeah, so I'm really excited how everything will turn out, because this is going to be very exciting for everybody.
Definitely. And,
Yeah.
and you're right in the sense that like it's just regardless of whether or not, because here's the thing, people are going to believe whatever they believe.
Right.
But even if they believe that this thing doesn't exist, taking into account respect for other people who may,
Right.
all science aside,
Right.
this isn't even a science thing. It's like just a pure respect thing. It's like just
Oh, absolutely.
I'm asked to protect you.
Absolutely. Here's an experience I made. I have this very huge YouTube cover band. I don't know if you've seen it. Martin Miller, and we do like a bunch of covers, and we have like up to 45 million views now. And
Sick. I
yeah,
haven't seen
it's very successful. But the very last session was shot during a lockdown, and
that.
so some of the band decided to wear masks, including me, because my dad was going through a medical situation, and I was supposed to
Cool.
drive him to the hospital like the week after the session. So I decided for myself, okay, of course I wear a mask all the time, no matter what. Even if it didn't like work as much for me as I thought it could, um, but I didn't want to take any risk on that. So I wore a mask all the time, even when singing. And some other band members did the same. The drummer did the same. The second guitarist did the same. And we were uploading the videos probably beginning of November. And
Mhm.
we got like a shitstorm, shitstorm in the comment section, um, like literally swearing people, and they were talking like anything, that the mask didn't really work at all, and they would not have any effect if you spread the virus or not. And so we ended up like answering to all the comments like, why don't you just leave decision making to the people that make decisions and make your own for yourself? So you don't know any background information about any of the musicians in the room, so you shouldn't make your judgment like in a public room like that. And that was so sad. Like that was really the deepest point of the whole COVID situation for me, because I really saw the mistrust and all this conspiracy going around. And yeah, I don't know how we can heal that in a very healthy way. And I'm always looking for like musical ways to say that, obviously, because that's
Yeah.
my way to communicate, my vehicle to communicate a message in the most effective way. And I guess it's the same for you. Um, but still, when we did like music, I think like music is like a gray zone of either you're very political or you're not political at all. And
Mm.
this was just like a cover of a song, so we're celebrating the music. So no political question, no political statement made, and people took that as a political statement, like we support the evil governments all over the world. So yeah, that was very very sad to me to see that, and it's still going. I experienced that a lot, unfortunately.
It's tough, I think we live in a culture where truth is gray area, and it's very hard to find or kind of pick through on the internet, and people get swayed in both directions based on whatever media outlet they're consuming from. And which in my head, it's like we know people are dying, we know people are sick. That should be enough to just be like, if you're gonna everybody has somebody that they give a shit about, that they care about, and who is compromised to some degree in regards to whatever's going on.
Yeah, I totally
Like
agree.
it shouldn't be hard. I've had such a hard time with this, coping with the idea of people who don't recognize the importance of respecting one another through this. And this is such a great lesson and great circumstance to do it, because it has literally nothing to do with anybody on an individual level. It's the community thought in regards to the community itself. And yeah, for you to be disrespected that much online, I don't know. I see all these circumstances where it's like, you know, we could just come together. We could just be, hey, like, I'm wearing this mask to respect and love on you. And all I ask is you do the same for me.
Exactly.
And
That's
it's
the
not
message.
a conversation. It's not if it's approached that way, and it's not approached on like, well, the facts or the whatever. No, it's like, hey, I feel comfortable and I feel respected when you wear your mask.
Right.
Because my grandparents or my parents, even, you know, they're yeah.
Totally agree.
Yeah. I could go on about that all day. I just, you know, it just, to me, it comes down to respect, and it's so simple that way.
Right. And yeah, it's like a misunderstanding of the word solidarity, I guess. So, um, I think that word just got a whole new meaning to it, and I think that's a good a good thing, because the majority really, really tried to adopt it, and I'm happy that there's like the vast majority on the pro side of things and still respecting each other. So I think the learning curve really just started. It's been a year already, but I feel like it just started. Unfortunately,
Reality check.
Gonna take a while.
Oh, here we go.
Right. Okay. So why not take it back to more music?
Of course.
What would you like to share one of your new songs with us?
Sure. Yeah. I got a thing called "Meet Me There," which have I played that thing before?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm in a current space of keeping all the uncopyrighted songs off the internet. So there's a whole record waiting, but this one is done and this one is ready to go and copyrighted. And
so you're planning to create a record, or like single after single?
So that's interesting. Okay, so we are in a place right now where we have a bunch of songs and we're super excited about all of them. But I don't know. I'm worried about the attention span, and I really want each song to have its lifetime. And because I love this music so unbelievably much, I like care about it so much that I want to. Maybe it's not a record. Maybe it's a small plating, an aperitif, or like a little appetizer sort of thing, where here's 3 songs that feel really good together, that like you have 15 minutes. So
this is exactly what I'm planning at the moment. I'm planning to release like EP after EP, because I remember like my childhood when I listened to albums or like LPs or so, and there's always this certain amount of magic in like a whole story within like 5 songs. It feels like a piece of music that is divided in 5 parts or episodes or whatever, or 6 or whatever. Right. And I totally I fell in love with this feeling again. So I decided, hey, come on, fuck it. I know it's not the best marketing move nowadays because of the attention span, as you mentioned, but I just love that. And if you do that and if you feel that, go ahead, do it. All right, let's hear it.
If there's one thing that I wish this generation of kids would experience, it's the idea of putting on a record, like an actual physical record, onto a record player, turning that thing up to fucking 12, and just dancing your face off for the entirety of it, and not like, do not pick up that fucking needle. Sorry for my friend. I'm so sorry. I did not mean to.
Gotcha. I started it.
Okay, good. Well, don't pick up that fucking needle until it's in the center, until it's done, until you hear trip, 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 trip. Like that feeling of like I always end up like laying completely on the ground like this, like a crazy person, just laughing because I love that experience. I love that ride. I love that feeling of being inside of the mind of your favorite artists for 45 minutes or 30 minutes or 20 minutes or whatever time period it is. It's like there's nothing greater. And the only thing that actually correlates closely enough is an actual concert. And we don't have those. So if we can create an experience that hits like that, I don't know.
Yep.
I'm kind of.
That's exactly the reason why I want to do it. That's exactly the reason. I want this to be, as you mentioned before, like a short meditation. Just like to get into the sphere of like the story that is behind the songs, because all of these songs were written like approximately at the same time. But this, I want to recreate this kind of magic in music, and I hope it will like reach the people that are infected by that.
That's the feeling. That's the center point of the feeling that I think you and I were talking about at the beginning of this conversation, where like it's so needed. And when you feel included as a listener to a record where it doesn't feel like there's a closed door in front of you, because I feel like a lot of records these days, for some reason, I don't really know how another way to describe it other than like there is almost a wall up, and it's just a feeling, and I'm not really too keen on, like, I don't know how to actually describe this exactly the way that I want to, but I feel like music, I want more of an open door, and that's why we're making the music that we do, because we can be that open door. We can be that invitation to walk through. And yeah, that doesn't happen in a single, that happens in a little bit more.
Yeah, it's all about the why. It's really all about the why.
Yeah.
Let's make a song out of that. It's all about the why.
Yeah.
All right, your stage, man.
Oh, right. Yeah. So this one's called Meet Me There. And I'm not even going to say anything. There is a time and place for love. Will you meet me there? 1, 2, 3. Well, I blame my bad luck on indecision. That's the thing with learning to love. You don't start off friends, but finding you will have to be my mission. But later on in life, when love ain't pretend, oh, there is a time and place for love. Will you meet me there, both there? There is a time and place for love, my darling. Will you meet me there? Oh, no. Hey, well, I spend too much time out in the city, where I daydream of your countryside. Oh, when you are too far removed, it may seem now, baby, the beauty of your fields is unverified. So there is a time and place for love. Will you meet me there, oh, there? There is a time and place for love, my darling. Will you meet me there? Oh, no. We can meet in a 50 streets on my road, in a place where our lonely sorrow is lifted. Love is lifted high. Meet in a 50 streets on my road, in a place where our lonely sorrow is lifted high. Love is lifted high. Meet in a 50 streets on my road, meet in our pleasure, our lonely sorrow is lifted. And our love, oh my love, sweet love, no, 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 no. Singing there is a time and place to love. Will you meet me there for there? There is a time and place for love. You meet me there for meet me there.
Oh! Virtual applause. Oh man.
Oh my god. I was like,
oh, people were going crazy right here. So check it out. Conrad wrote, "Ooh, fantastic! You guys should make it do it. Amazing. I agree." And hi guys, perfect voice and excellent vibe. Hell from Ukraine. Right, Courtney. I agree. Amazing. Right. Very nice work. That was fun. Like disregarding the vocals, the writing on that was absolutely amazing. It's amazing how good you can make music with just the guitar and voice. Wow. So just to give you an impression, like how my community is full of love.
oh, definitely, man. Hey, it's you. It's coming from you.
Oh man, it's such a nice bunch, really. But yeah, man, we should definitely do something together in the future. I totally love that, man. Anytime. Wow. All right, let me play some for you too.
Please, I love that. I love that.
Only fair. All right, so let me make sure I'm muting this here. There we go. Get my guitar running. There we go. A little bit of reverb. I played this earlier in my live stream on Instagram, but can't get enough of this song. Just can't get enough of you. Wake me up, I can't come to my senses because of you. You shake me up, I let down all my fences, and now you're in. I never would have thought I could take a chance on you. I never would have thought you could think about me too. I never would have thought I could take a chance on you. I never would have thought I could think about me too. I can't get enough of you, baby, I can't get enough of you. Oh yeah, I love everything you do, baby, I can't get enough of you. Get enough of you, I can't get enough of you. Wake me up, I fear no consequences. I wanna begin. I'm shaking up, let down all my fences, and now you're in. I never would have thought I could take a chance on you. I never would have thought you could think about me too. I never would have thought I could take a chance on you. I never would have thought I could feel the same way too. I can't get enough of you, baby, I can't get enough of you. Oh yeah, I love everything you do. Oh yeah, can't get enough of you. Oh yeah, I love everything you do. I can't get enough of you. I can't get enough. I just can't get enough. Oh yeah, I can't get enough of you. Yeah, I can't get enough of you. Oh yeah, love everything you do. Ooh, do, 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 do. Love everything you do. Oh yeah, I can't get enough of you. Oh man. This was like the acoustic version of the song.
I love it, dude. Such a
Thank you,
good
bro.
vibe. Good like art behind it. Right on.
Oh man, thank you so much. And let me turn on my reverb. It's a little annoying. Here we go. Yeah, thank you so much. And the funny thing is, like, we actually wrote this together, like the community and I. I was just starting my live stream journey, and I was playing around these chords, and I did like various topics like songwriting, production, mixing, all that kind of stuff.
Sure.
And I was just writing this chord progression and was jamming along to it in a live stream. And
Sure.
while I came up with like the melody, I thought it would be really nice to have like the community like contributing something, and why not putting together like a international kind of online choir. So I sent out this very last part, like this this part, and I sent it out, so they downloaded it and they recorded their voices, and it became like a massive online choir at the very end of the song, of the production version. And
Sure.
this is so cool. So
Oh my God.
I always love to play this one, because it always reminds me on that kind of feeling when everybody in the community just sent me their voices, which is so cool.
I love that so much. And what a great idea to bring everybody into it. That's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, man.
Thanks, man. Thanks, man. So is that song you just played, is that gonna be on the record, or is that released already?
It's gonna be on the record. Yeah. So that's
All right.
that's in the oven as we speak. It's coming out.
Nice. Okay, so I released this one last year. Can't get enough of you, and I'll be, as I said, I'm in the like last steps of my first of 4 EPs, which will make a complete full length album. And
Gosh.
so
12 songs or 15, 16?
say what?
How are you? So you said 4 EPs. Is it like
Yeah.
2 songs per song per EP, or?
As you said before, like I want to just have like appetizers. On like the first EP, there's probably going to be 6 songs. So I don't really know how many songs it's going to be at the end. I'm still in the writing process, but as I said, I just wanted to create like this magic of a whole piece of work, like a gathering of songs that actually are like telling the same story. So that's why I call it the EPs. The first one is going to be called Hope. The second is going to be called Fear. Then it's Grace, and the last one is going to be Pain. And all of them are going to be combined to an album called Joy. So because all of these parts make joy at the end, right? So this is just about
my
like
God, I love
life.
that. Yeah. So fun.
Yeah. Okay. I will play one more song, and then you need to play one more song for us. Okay.
Please. Yeah, your thing, please.
Hey. Since I'm not like original guitarist, let me play my main instrument for a sec.
Rock out, man! Come on.
All right, here we go. I know the people love that. Hey. Remember the first night we were so young. I felt like a love child when I took your hand. Love dropped in like never before while Robin Thicke was on the radio. Love came directly knocking on my door while Robin Thicke was on the radio. Somehow this feeling never changed at all. I always got it in my chest, yeah, in my chest. I always got it in my chest. I still can't believe it. You feel like a dream. Still when I think about us, now we build up our trust, I would think are we insane? When we throw popcorn, then we wake up in the morning, we make sweet love again. Love dropped in like never before while Robin Thicke was on the radio. Love came quickly knocking on my door while Robin Thicke was on the radio. And somehow this feeling never changed at all. I always got it in my chest, yeah, in my chest. I always got it in my chest. I always got it in my chest. I got you where I wanted you. I got you in my chest. Oh man.
Yes, dude, I'm such a fan. I was holding back so much. I wanted to stand up and dance. I didn't know it was appropriate.
Thanks, man.
Oh,
Put out the reverb again.
of course.
Thanks, bro. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, this is gonna be on the first of 4 EPs, as I mentioned. So Hope EP.
And that one, Grace was the first EP.
First is gonna be called Hope.
Hope. That's the
Hope, Fear, Grace, Pain. I wonder what the songs sound like on Pain.
Dude, that bumps so hard. I'm so excited for this record. Oh
Thank you
my
so
God.
much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I can't
Yeah.
wait for yours. Maybe you want to share another song of yours.
The bass, dude, I'm not finished with you yet. The bass solo slaps so hard. Oh, the satisfaction. I couldn't handle myself. I was like, oh. I think you should watch back and just like watch my entire reaction throughout the entire song.
Oh, I will. I will. I close my eyes so all the time, so I don't really see reactions.
Yeah. It's so good. It's very honest, very like, oh my God, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. I'm grooving. I'm having fun.
Thanks so much, man. I truly appreciate that. Like coming from you. I mean, your song was just off the chain, and I mean, your voice is so ridiculously good. Really.
I
I
appreciate it. Well,
I
thank
think
you.
you can just rewatch it as well and see the reactions of the people. Oh man.
Right on.
So when is gonna be like the release of your record? You know that?
So at this moment, I can't really say. I know that we are done with the first single, and we're just trying to like figure out what to do with it now. Because again, it's a game of politics at the moment. Where do we
Right.
release for when times are more adjusted for touring, or do we want to release now with the plan for eventual touring? It's all like this. Basically, my team is going, Nico, just keep making music, don't worry about it, and then let us kind of get a strategy together. And then we can all sit down once we have something idealized, and we can kind of bring our minds all together and figure out a plan from there. But it's kind of nice. It's the first time in my life where I have begun like trusting other people to make decisions in this whole process, and opening it up to a community of people takes a lot of weight off of me, of course, because then they're going, Nico, just make music, just make music, just make music, just make music. Which greatest gift they could possibly give me. I am so unbelievably grateful for that. And just to dissociate for a moment from all of the other things that are kind of orbiting around me at the moment, orbiting around the music and the identity of what NICO FRANC is at the moment. It's really amazing. And yeah, we'll probably be meeting sometime this week to talk about next steps. But until then, I'm just in here making songs every day and recording. Like today's a big vocal day for me, so I'm jumping into vocals after this to get a song called "In
Nice.
the Way" done.
Wow.
But yeah,
I can't wait to hear all that. Wow, really. And it's funny you mentioned that because I'm literally finding myself in the very same spot. I'm for the first time I'm working together with people. I before that I always did anything by myself. Even like started the marketing strategy and all that kind of stuff. So um, when I was in LA in 2019 when we met, I was staying with a director friend of mine who happens to be from Germany as well, and he's actually really good with like the music video scene. So he did a lot of shoots for James Arthur and like all these greats. And I was part of the production crew during a shoot they did of the "You" single. Maybe you heard that. It's a fantastic music video, like a full movie actually. And
wow.
so I was talking to him, and he will help me with the visuals and all that kind of stuff. And it's really like the first time ever that I'm not ashamed to ask for help in certain like areas of a music career, because I have to admit to myself that that I'm not a like not the best marketer, not the best visual guy, and I always dreamed about like having a team around me, like you just mentioned, that I
Right.
can just like delegate the tasks to, and I would love to have that here as well. But I'm still looking for it to like fill up the open seats yet. But yeah, I'm totally feeling it, and I'm happy for you that you seem to have found like a team like that. Um, and probably AJ is going to be part of the team as well, is he?
Oh, he's part of the team for
Oh
sure.
yeah.
For sure.
Just to clear things up, AJ is a wonderful producer friend of Nico's that he happened to introduce me to while I was staying in LA, and we did a songwriting session together, which was so much fun. And I still follow him, and I remember your phrase was like, you guys should meet. You're like long lost brothers. So
Yeah.
I love this line, and I was actually keeping it in my lyric book after I came back, because I really wanted to make a song out of that. Like
Oh
long
yeah,
lost brothers.
absolutely,
And
absolutely.
that's such a cool phrase. I will use it somewhere.
Definitely. I'm looking forward to that. Definitely looking forward to that.
Oh man, that's so great, and I'm so happy for you that you have that kind of team and people that you can trust and just put together great things. And I can't wait to follow you on your journey, and I know it's gonna be a massive success. Um, very soon, and I truly believe in you. I truly believe in your music. I truly believe in your voice, and I can't encourage you enough to just keep striving for the things you do, strive after, and I'm super happy to know you.
It's so mutual, man. Thank you. Yeah,
Thank you
I
so much.
super grateful to be here and super grateful to be. I didn't know that this was the first. Did you say something about I'm the first artist that you're doing this with?
Yeah, I'm actually just starting this like new series called Meet the Artist.
Yeah.
Just introducing a bunch of guys that I know, and I think should get a lot more exposure than they right now do, because they're so
Yeah.
amazing. And
Yeah.
so you're the very first one on this brand new series, and I'm
Thank
gonna
you.
have one of my childhood heroes on Thursday. He's a bass player and singer for the Funk Unit. His name is
Oh my God.
Magnum Coltrane Price, and he happens to be in Instagram Live right now.
Oh yes,
Hey,
right
Mag.
on. What's up?
So that's really funny, and he's like one of my childhood heroes. So I was figuring out all his bass lines because he was playing it with my favorite artist back then, and I can't wait to talk to him. It's the very first time we do video call as well, and he also is doing a rap on my EP on a very funky song. So I'm looking forward to all of that, and yeah, I think this is going to be a cool format, and I'm looking forward to have like great people over, share some great music, share some philosophy, creativity, and some
Right on.
inspiring thoughts, because that's really what I just wanna spread right now.
Totally,
Inspiration. It's all
totally,
about that.
totally.
That's what Bob Dylan said, right? What
Amen.
else is there to inspire people than to inspire people? It's all we got. I think that's like a quote. I got it on my vision board somewhere.
There you
All right, man. It's
go.
been such a pleasure talking to you, man. We should do this more often, really. Let's
I
let's
know, I
let's keep
know,
in
man.
touch more often, please. I definitely wanna follow each step on your journey.
I would love that. I'd be honored, man. And yeah, definitely. I will off record. I'll send you some tracks to listen to, and we can, kind of mess around with them.
Please do. And whenever you need bass or whatever, I'm here.
Well,
Anytime.
you're amazing, man. Thank you. Yeah, let
Record
me know if you
fully
need guitar stuff.
recordable. What's that?
Let me know if you ever need like guitar or background vocal stuff too. I got you
Oh
because that's
yeah.
bread and butter over here.
All right, man. So if you want to play another song, I'd love to hear one. It's totally fine
Sure.
if you want to save your voice for your recordings.
Well, this is a good warm up. This is a good I don't know what that movement would have felt right. You know.
Yeah.
This one is actually, I'll play the one that I wrote with AJ. Speaking of sweet AJ, this one's called All
Sweet
the
AJ.
Sweet AJ. Yeah.
Like a boy group
What's our
tune
next
out of
song?
that.
Yeah. Do this. Can you hear any reverb now?
Not really,
Sort of.
but the room sound is great actually. I think it's only your laptop microphone coming through.
Oh, is it?
I think so. But it sounds
Well,
great.
great. Regardless, this is wonderful. We'll rock with it. We'll do it. This one's called All Good Things. It's gonna be one of our singles, and I cannot wait to release it. Oh my god. outside looks just like the last time you and I sat here. Now I wonder why the coffee tastes so bitter. You took yours with 2 sugars, I remember so clear. Then I would lose the game we played with the shaker. Oh, I cannot be sober and over and over lose you. What does it prove if all good things remind me of you? My family always talking, can't seem to forget about your name. It's almost like they know I'm to blame. But I find you everywhere I go, everywhere I look, wishing my eyes had less corners for you to show up. No, how can I be sober and over and over and lose you? What does it prove if all good things remind me of? They remind me of you, babe. They remind me of you. They remind me of you. Now I know it. They remind me of. Oh, no. Oh, I cannot be sober and over and lose you. And what does it prove if all good things remind me? What does it prove if all good things remind me? Oh, I cannot be sober and over and lose you. What does it prove if all good things remind me of you? Something like that. What does it prove if all good things remind? What does it prove, babe? Oh, if all good things remind. They remind me of you.
Oh my God.
Yes.
My God. Wow, that song is so beautiful. And you actually don't know that, but that was the first song I heard of you. You sung this one in this I don't know, it was like a garden scene setting on your Instagram. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
that was the first song I heard of you. That was like the song I was first reading your name at the program of Hotel Cafe, and
Sure.
then I was checking out your Instagram and I heard that song and I was like, my God, fuck, I need to meet this guy. I really wanna talk to him, and I
Oh.
could immediately sense like your aura in this one and your energy in this. Wow, it's such a great song, and I was actually looking for this one um, when I started my live stream on Instagram before we started our live stream on YouTube, because I wanted to tell the people, hey, this is my favorite song, but oh shit, it wasn't really. I played Midnight Blues then like 5 times.
I love it. I love it.
Oh man.
Yeah, that one, it was released on YouTube, so I feel comfortable playing that one. But it's a completely different production than that version, which I love how broken down that was. That was with Flight of Voices, which is a beautiful group of people who they all play
Exactly.
music together.
Exactly, and the setting was really beautiful too. Like, and the camera movement, like super tasty, and colors really nice. I just love that, and I remember the chorus, and I always try to figure out Within my eyes, whatever much gonna and I was always singing along this in my Ford, my rental car in 2019.
Oh my God.
Like literally, I loved this line so much, and like the whole song is wonderful, and I can't wait to listen to it on a daily basis as soon as it's out.
Yeah, I can't wait to do the same. Share it with the world. Put it out there. Oh,
Right, right.
soon, man. I can't wait.
Man, I'm so happy for you
Thank you, brother.
that all this gonna happen right now. So keep it up, and I just, as I said, I repeat myself. I'm super grateful to know you. You're an amazing artist, and you sound absolutely fantastic. Your songs are great, and I know that your career is gonna go stellar very soon.
Thank you, brother. Hey, it's such a joy to know you. I'm so grateful to be on here. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for, giving a space for me to play music again and witness your amazing talent in music and artwork. And this is beautiful, man. Thank you for having me. Seriously. Oh, I think you're.
Sorry, my voice was muted. Okay, so thank you so much, and I think I can say thank you the best way with a 1 minute song that's gonna be on the Hope EP.
Yes.
And this one is called Hope. So I thought we need a miracle, and I thought we stand no chance when anything seemed lost or locked 10 feet under the ground. No, I couldn't find the answers to all the questions I have asked, but I found the simple truth then when I was walking in the woods. There is beauty all around us, in every corner, every stone. So many things are worth the fight for, so many things are worth the care. Now I have family still around me, and I got a loving wife. Oh, I can't wait to have some children. I will make this place their home. That's why I still got hope. That's why I'll always hope for us. Thank you, Nico.
My heart, dude.
Thank you so much for being part of this Meet the Artist, the very first artist that I introduced. I'm super grateful.
Me too, man. Me too. Absolutely.
Oops, it's not muted. Here we go. Thank you so much. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in this brand new series called Meet the Artist. And I can't wait to continue this one because this has already been so much fun. I can only imagine how much fun this is going to be when I invite Nico over the third time or so.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe when the record's out, we'll
right. At the latest.
At the latest. Amen. Exactly.
All right. Man, thank you so much. Have a wonderful day recording. It's been such a pleasure to have you over for this little conversation, and it's been so great to catch up on everything. I wish you all the luck and all the happiness and all the energy in the world that you need to accomplish your goals, and you'll get there.
Sending it right back, man. Thank you for having me. It's been a joy.
Thank you so much. All right. I'm going to wrap up the video. So take care.
See you later.
Bye-bye, everybody.